said I was going to try to record some content while I'm sitting here clearing out my desk and just going to see how this going to go. Decisions. I want to talk about decisions. Somewhere near the end of last year, I was discussing with a friend, explaining to her about a particular situation of mine that involved somebody that I have dealt with for years, who was continuously crossing a boundary with me. And it left me, and it was repeatedly, it left me feeling just really angry and disrespected. I mean, he was a habitual line crosser. And it got to the point where I was tired of making excuses for it and accepting it. And without hesitation, when I was speaking to the friend about this, she plainly said, Kenya, a decision is going to have to be made and abide by. That line stuck with me. It stuck with me, and I already knew this. That's the crazy thing. I already knew. But I realized I spent a whole lot of time in my life in a cycle of uncertainty about myself, constantly looking for validation before I make a move. And I hate that about myself. Wanting someone else to confirm that I'm not tripping. Am I doing this right? Am I making the right decision? Is this a good idea? You know, that was a problem. So why is it a problem? Because I was consistently needing validation from other people. And when you consistently need validation from other people, you shred the confidence of your intuition. You create dependency. You weaken your personal power. And eventually you lose a sense of self. Because basically, everybody else telling you what you should do becomes louder. Their words become louder than the words that you have for your own self and for your own life. And at some point you have to think for yourself. You have to stop being reliant on other people, opinions, comments, and suggestions for your own life. You have to take responsibility for your own life, basically. And what's interesting, my decision to finally end things with that individual exposed something bigger in me. It revealed many areas of my life I stayed stuck in simply because I was afraid to make a decision. Afraid to decide, afraid to make a choice. If I go right, should I have went left? Man, I got something flying in my eye. Like when I returned to go to school at 34 years old, I sat on that decision longer than what I was supposed to. Is this the right time? I'm a single mom. Who is going to babysit my kids? Who's going to do this and who's going to do that? And I had to learn, when you make a decision, the universe is going to meet you halfway. You just have to make the first step, and that's making a choice. Basically, I feared the unknown. I wanted the privilege of controlling the unknown, and I wanted the privilege of knowing the outcome. And that's unrealistic. I feared being alone, and I feared failing again. I spent a large part of my adult life making messed up decisions. The idea of making more messed up decisions at 46. But even with all of that in the back of my mind, it still had to end. The relationship I'm talking about. Decision making is a part of life. It will be a part of life until I'm no longer here. So whether it's right, wrong, or somewhere in between, make a decision, make a choice. In your career, in your health, in your relationships, whether if you're starting a new relationship or not, moving to another city, returning back to school, or just starting over. And starting over is where I'm at right now in my life. I'm in that stage of starting over right now in my life. And just remember this, standing still out of fear is making a decision itself. Basically, you made a decision to just live, just let life have its way with you and not having your own say. And remember also, every decision comes with challenges. Challenges is what help us grow. And without growth, you're truly not living. And that itself should be an eye-opener.